I received a question about number 8 in section 2.2. In this problem, we have a poll of students that showed that 40% like basketball, 40% like soccer, 40% like football, 20% like both basketball and soccer, 15% like both soccer and football, 25% like both basketball and football, and 10% liked all three sports. And then our question is, what percentage of students liked only one sport? And what percentage does not like any of the three sports? So now we need to use the Venn diagrams to picture what's going on. And let's start with the 10% that liked all three sports. So we drew three circles, one for each sport, basketball, soccer, and football. And the students that like both would be right there in that common area. So we'll put the 10 there. All right, so there's the 10% that like all three. All right, now let's go with 15% like both soccer and football. All right, 15% like soccer and football. I've already got the 10, so I only need 5 more. All right, so there's my 15% that like soccer and football. 25% like basketball and football. Well, I've got 10, so I'll need 15 more to make my 25% that like basketball and football. Now let's see, what do we need? 20% like basketball and soccer. Well, I've already got 10 of them, so there's 10 more for my 20% that like basketball and soccer. Now how many are left? 40% like basketball. Well, we've got 10, 20, 35 already. So 35 from 40 leaves 5% that only like basketball. 5 and 15 is 20, 10 is 30, 10 is 40. So 40% like basketball. In soccer, we have 40%. So we already have 10, 25. That would leave 15% that only like soccer. 15, 20, 30, 40. All right, football, there were 40% that like football. We have 20, 30 already represented. That only leaves 10 more percentage points. So we have 10, 20, 35, 40. So now we have 40% liking basketball, 40% liking soccer, and 40% liking football. 20% liking basketball and soccer, 15% liking soccer and football, 25% liking basketball and football. 10% liking all three. All right, now my question. What percentage like only one sport? Well, 5 only like basketball, 15 only like soccer, 10 only like football. So adding those, I find that 30% only like one sport. Second question. What percentage does not like any of the three sports? Well, if we had all the students, that'd be 100%, correct? So we'll take 100 and subtract how many are represented in all these three circles. So in basketball, we had 40, and then add 15 more, that would be 55, and 5 more would be 60, and 10 more would be 70. So we have 70% of the students represented in the three circles. That leaves the remaining 30% to not like any of the three sports.